Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Modern Warfare 3. Today we're going to be covering this beautiful thing right here, the RIVAL-9 Aftermarket part, the JAK Headhunter Carbine. I'm going to be running this simply with the Forge camo on there, so you can see what the camo is, and the overall build that I'm using today. I'm running the JAK BFB, I'm running the heavy support grip, 50 round drum, this particular laser. However, you do want to take the laser off and put on either a ADS speed increasing grip, which we actually don't have, or you could put on any stock of your choosing. I would probably go between this Bruin Flash V4 or the Marauder stock. In fact, I actually might use a Marauder stock for this, just so I can get rid of that laser. JAK BFB does have one major downside, is that it does increase radar detection, basically meaning that when you shoot on the radar, you will have the equivalent of as there's a orbital VSAT up, or the advanced UAV. So when I shoot, so I'm running the Arcade Rhythm Mastercraft. You can't really tell because because of the attacks I have on this, but it does turn into a burst fire SMG. However, it's an auto burst, meaning you can hold down the trigger and it'll fire in continuous bursts until it runs out of ammo. It's a very unique weapon, and in my secondary, I'm just running a WSP Stinger just for the sake of just having a secondary. I know it's mainly meant to be a closer range build, but this little pistol SMG here is going to be very good for making sure that you get that guaranteed. It'd be good for making sure that you guarantee, like, if you can't kill somebody at close range, you have something for them. Yeah, that being said, we're gonna hop right into a game on just basic core maps. Maybe we'll get one of the new maps, maybe we won't. Hopefully we do, because we do have departures 24/7 in the rotation. I don't want to play that consistently. But actually, good to help at a 10v10. Are the new maps in there? No. Well, departures is. I don't see the other one. It's departures and there's one other one. We have departures. We have Stash House, and there's one other one that of the name I can't remember. Vista. Yeah, Vista's not in 10v10. I guess it makes sense. Vista's a bit of a smaller map. We'll just play normal, standard. I do actually need to filter this out because I do have infected in here. But we'll keep the rest that are in here. But yeah, we'll hop on in here. I'll cut back once we're... Actually, I'll talk a little bit while we're waiting for a game. I normally like to cut out this part, but I have a little bit to talk about. I have been consistently trying to stay ahead of videos because I don't like uploading videos day before. Like, I'm recording this on the Saturday before. I'm recording this on the Saturday that we just got the episode of Fallen Order with Cal meeting Marin and Seer, and basically having the reunion of the original Fallen Order crew. And that just went up. And I have a bunch of stuff that I need to work on after the fact. Also, I do have a coffee, so if you hear me randomly stop and take a drink, it's because I have coffee. Because I woke up very late and I'm still very tired. So, yeah, I have a lot going on right now in terms of life that's been happening. The job that I've been working at has been very... I did get a new one, so I will specify I did get a new job before I talk down about my old one. I don't want to necessarily talk down about it, it's just... I've been having a rough time where, I understand that during January, hours and stuff get lower because the fact that it's the new fiscal year, there's not as much work to be done, there's less hours to be divvied out because of the fact that it's just the time right after New Year's. Also, you're gonna get a video on this class tomorrow. Or on Friday, excuse me. Friday, not tomorrow. I was getting kind of the shaft in terms of getting time for work to the point where I legitimately, I'm not even joking when I say this, I have not been getting enough hours to, like, actually sustain myself in terms of food. To the point where I've been having to sacrifice money from my credit card just to get food type thing. yeah, so this thing, ooh, I'll talk about that after I'm finished. I'll talk about the weapon after I'm done with this little conversation. But I have been just not having the greatest of time when it comes to that. And this isn't necessarily me asking for handouts or anything like that. I don't like asking for it, but it is there as an option if you guys want to support me. It's in the Ko-fi link, which I might be changing. So that might not be there very long. Basically, if there is a link down there, it's not Ko-fi, but it says support the channel here, like in that general thing. So that's how you could support me. It might be changed to a Patreon sometime soon, as well as it might be, or we might have a Patreon for Foxden in the near future. I don't know how soon that would be, but we do kind of want to do that in a sense. Maybe a little bit later down the line, but that is something that me and Evie have discussed. Regardless, if you do want to support me in a personal way, until we get the ability to have super chats and stuff like that, and super stickers and super thanks, all that sort of thing, best way to do that would be through Ko-fi. Once that's done, you can support the channel by becoming a member and stuff like that. Or if you just want to do it and you want to do it in a more personal way and you just want to not have any sort of fee, because Ko-fi does take out money, obviously, they have to make money themselves. Simply join the community Discord, and I actually might make a channel, or, I mean, you can just make a channel and then just go into general, and then, I wouldn't say directly ping me, but just like say, just say hi, and if you want to directly DM me, just ask, basically. Don't ever directly DM me unless it's something related to like mod problems. That's basically my rule with the Discord, is don't DM anyone unless it's directly related to an issue in the server. Regardless, I'm going off topic. I have been sort of like stressed out about work to the point where I literally was like losing sleep on it, because of the fact I was getting so few hours. It's probably the reason why I was able to stream on my birthday, outside of the fact that I always take those 2 days off, was because I had no hours, so it wasn't too much of a problem to do that. But as of essentially what will be the 22nd of February, I will have left my job with the company that I previously worked at, and I will not say the name of the company, not only from privacy reasons, but also to not risk any sort of brand stuff, but, or not to risk brand stuff, but to be professional. I don't want to talk down about companies on recording, unless it directly involves something for a video. That's usually my rule. Like, I'm gonna do a minor call out here. Razor, your capture cards suck. Sorry, but they do. That might ruin any brand opportunity with Razor, but listen, your capture card is just not that good. Mine got bricked, I had to recycle it, so, yeah, regardless, yeah, so, this weapon, I have used it a significant amount before this recording. I really like this. They did buff it, so it's a little bit more consistent, especially since it has more headshot damage. And this thing is not good in Warzone. I will tell you that for a fact. This thing sucks in Warzone. However, if you want a good rifle that has good mobility, like, I don't know if aftermarket parts are banned in ranked, but if this thing is available to use in ranked, fucking use it. This thing is good. I know the RIVAL-9 is really a good sweat weapon anyway. But if you're looking for a rifle, but you want the mobility of a SMG, this thing is good. But yeah, like if you're looking to have a little bit of fun, I always say aftermarket parts are fun little changes to the weapons that either make them worse or make them play differently. This is one of the ones that makes you play differently. Like, it's an SMG, you want to normally be running around, it's getting up close and personal, that sort of thing. With this, you want to do the opposite. You want to keep them at like mid-range. Maybe not long range, like mid-range-ish. Probably like that's, like, I'd say, I'll probably point out an area. This would probably be like the maximum range, like I would want to be challenging somebody at, like from here to that wall. You could also challenge from here to there, but anything at longer, super long range, where like you don't want to be using like a marksman rifle or a sniper, no. But like, mid to long range, like that range is great for this. Because it's accurate. That's the thing. This thing is accurate. And I'm running the JAK BFB to make it more accurate. You can run the basic Shadow Strike suppressor, which has silence, is basically no radar and no downside. You could run the Shadow Strike suppressor, this one. We can run that. It doesn't really have a downside. It's just mainly silence radar. Or it makes it so you don't appear on radar. That's really about it. You can run that. And then this build that I have here, just to make it more... whatever. I mean, hell, if you wanted to, swap out the stock for one of the recoil control stocks, and then put on the silencer instead of the JAK BFB, which will in turn make your gun more accurate, but stay off the radar. Because JAK BFB is a huge thing with this thing that makes this build, in my opinion, good. But if I just do this, I would usually run the EXF close quarters. So you run this. Now you have a suppressed. Now you have a suppressed version of this thing, and I'll show you what I mean. Obviously, it blocks barrels, and it blocks custom barrels, so you can't really make it have longer range. But even then, you don't need longer range. Also, I will say, the New Year's camo thing that went around, I didn't get it, so you can make fun of me for missing out on an easy camo, but hey, I've been busy with other games. Whether that be The Company, otherwise known as Lethal Company, Splatoon, or other stuff. And Destiny as well, I would also point out, too. Where are we at? Where are we at? But the new job I have is actually a manager position, so I will say that, so... And I'm actually very happy with the job because it's still in tech, which is good. Obviously, people who I know personally will know what it is. I will not ever say... I never will talk about my job on my channel because of the fact of privacy reasons, first of all. And also, I don't want to say something that could be bad for their company and then stuff like that. I don't want to say something that could be problematic and then that company finds my video and then gets rid of me. Obviously, if the person who works at my company knows me by my voice, then that's one thing, but still. But in terms of aftermarket parts we've been getting, I would say out of all of them, there's a handful that are... These are good. They're pretty good. I like them. And there's a handful of them that are like... Ooh. I don't like that. I think we actually are getting one for the... Where you're getting one right now. Like, the first one we got was for the longbow, which I actually did... Well, I was going to record a video for my birthday that was going to be using the longbow. But the longbow one that we got this season is... That at the beginning of the season was really, really good. If you're looking for a... If you're looking for a really good... If you're looking for a really good sniper build and you want to run iron sights on it, you could use that. However, the big downside is... It's the longbow. The longbow kinda sucks doo-doo. However, this build does make the longbow better. This weapon does make the longbow better. Why are we voting for Invasion? Who in the right mind? No. Invasion sucks donkey. Bull honky. I know normally I only do one game with this thing, but I kind of do a second one. But yeah, you'll see this. You will see this build on Friday, and if you know what those 8 weapons are, you'll be very happy, and you can probably get a little hint at what they are, which is about the aftermarket part that's on there. But yeah, this is sort of the build I would go with for this thing. You also, like I said, if you could easily just swap on the covert sneakers. I actually have to get kills with the covert sneakers and then go CV camo with suppressed weapon anyway, so I'll probably play this game out like that. But that is annoying as hell. But this is sort of the build I would go if you want to go more stealthy. If you want to go more recoil control, simply just take off the suppressor and put on any muzzle that increases your recoil control. I would say go with this one, because this one's really good. But just choose one that you feel comfortable using. JAK BFB is one of them, but obviously you have plenty of different options here in the menu. I like the Bruin Pendulum as well if you want to get a lot more control. You have so many different ones. I would say go with the Bruin Pendulum one because it's just really good. But JAK BFB has the downside of the radar detection. So if you don't want that, but you want that recoil control, go with anyone that disagrees with recoil control with a minimal downside. So we'll go with, for this, XRK Sandstorm's actually really good. We'll go with that. XRK Sandstorm. This is the wrong weapon. Well, actually, I'm using it suppressed, but this is one you can probably go with for the XRK Sandstorm muzzle, but I'm using it suppressed. With Shadow Strike. Actually, I'll put on the Colossus S suppressor, and then I can't blow myself up. But yeah, this thing is already a laser. You don't need to make it more recoil control. If you want to just go full on, you could take the grip off and put an optic on there. In fact, I might do that. Just since I'm not holding it correctly anyway. Hell, you could go no grip and then make this thing super lightweight and just put on an optic. Like, I can go like this. Go something like this. Like, for not a lot of recoil control stuff, that's really easy to control, you know? Like, that's me controlling it, and it's still good. I'd say if you really want to go have fun with this thing, put on like a mid-range optic, like one of the holographics. Like, if you wanted to go with a mid-range suppressed build with no grip, keep that stock, get rid of the sight, and go with something like... I'll go with the one I usually use for mid-range. Lone Wolf. Here you go. Now you have a decently mid-range option. It's a burst weapon, too. Although, again, you're into the downside of... It's still an SMG. So you run to the... Obviously, still have the mobility. Recoil control, again, it could be something to be desired. You could always, again, swap off the stock, or if you really want it to be, like, a little bit crazy. I personally don't like having small mags, but if you really wanted to, swap out the mag for a grip. You have to reload a lot. I think the irons in this thing are great, so you really don't need the sight, but... I know some people like having the optic for the clear sight picture. If I were to go with this and go with the idea of making this more mid-range, I would literally just put on, like, this grip. There we go. Good. Just, this for me is fine. I personally don't like running the suppressor. Or I would run the suppressor if I'm doing, like, a sniper, stealth, like a stealth build. But, in terms of series, obviously with this video going up today, you would have already known that next week, on the last Sunday of the month, we're going to be starting the side order DLC for Splatoon 3. Star Wars Fallen Order will continue in the Saturday slot. We have Gears continuing on Wednesday. We'll most likely take a small break in between Gears 1 and 2, just to kind of get a little bit of a palate cleanse and stuff like that. Friendly Guardian online. Friendly Mosquito deployed. Hardpoint compromised. And then probably go. I know once Side Order is finished, I have another series planned. And I'm also going to be doing something I usually would say for October. I'm going to be sprinkling in a few other LP-based series in the middle of like normal week daily uploads. Mainly because there's a couple of games I want to cover that I don't want to wait for. So expect a couple of videos from Alien Isolation, Soma, stuff like that, just for funsies occasionally. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be consistently throughout the week, but there'll be like one or two occasionally, just for the sake of having some variety mixed in, so it's not all Call of Duty or all of one game. Because I have a lot of content I want to cover, and a lot of it's Call of Duty right now. So I want to try and make sure there's a little bit of variety. Like this week alone, we're getting 3 Call of Duty videos. So, hello there, buddy. I have a present for you. It's called a bitch slap. I'm never taking this finisher off until until we get the yeet back from Godzilla X Kong, because that is coming back. We're getting the yeet. We're getting the funny yeet. And I'm not getting rid of it until I can throw somebody at Mach 20 across the map.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile UAV in the area. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Okay.
You're halfway to mission complete. Finish it.
Like, I still have to work on the I still have to work on Act 3 for zombies. I'm very close to being done. In terms of, because I know I can already do the boss fight, but I want to get the get all the missions done so I can get all the rewards and make sure that nothing breaks. But then I also have the Act 4 stuff I need to do for zombies, and then obviously just grinding camos. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. Hold.
Confirming next hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Got it.
Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
Get out of here with that.
Hostile Guardian has been
I'm here to win.
hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Oh, I don't have any grenades. I can't challenge them without grenades. Stimmy.
Stand by.
That was an unfortunate rotation into them. I also want to do a video on ranked. Because I do want to do ranked for the sake of fun.
Point relocated.
I'm not going to climb through all the ranks, but I'm certainly going to try to fudge.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
I just want to try and play some like S&D or something.
Changing mag.
Hostile mosquito is online.
Rotate out, rotate out, rotate out, rotate out. What's up, idiot? Ah, there we rotated. Great Betty placement, however, you don't have an air fryer.
Friendly UAV on station.
Damn it! If I need to get destructions on equipment with the Storm Ender, and I don't have it equipped.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Got another. Reloading.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Secure the area. Hostiles deploy their mosquito.
They actually might pull this back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Friendly UAV online. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Friendly mosquito active. Hostile mosquito is online. Confirm. Stand by.
They're sub rotating.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Target area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
You have ghosts on, don't you? You have ghosts on, 100%.
Point compromised.
Yep.
Secure the area.
Yep. Because I looked away to go turn towards the person who had ghost, who didn't have ghost, and died because he was off radar. I'm actually so happy that ghost works normally. Thank God. Was that a shotgun? That better have been a shotgun. Okay, good. That was a sniper, and he hit me twice.
Hardpoint relocated.
There we go. That's a suppressed kill stun. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. 36 to 27, not my greatest KD, but I definitely stuck it on that hard point for as long as I could, while also trying to make sure I killed all the enemies. But yeah, thank us for watching. I know there wasn't a lot going on with that. That F2000 is going to be coming up next in terms of the video as well. I haven't unlocked. I have a blueprint of it. I just haven't unlocked the base yet. Expect a video on the RAM-9 coming in the near future as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Last chance to make the next aftermarket part video. Technically, it's going to be on this thing, but in terms of a base weapon, we've covered it a couple times, and we're going to be covering the AR-9 JAK Etten double barrel kit. And those pieces I'm not going to do a video on because they're not really necessary. But there is one coming for this thing right here. And also, there's one for this. There is one for this. There is one for... There's a couple of these. Regardless, I will see you guys next video to make when it comes to aftermarket parts. And if you want to see more aftermarket part videos, subscribe. I upload every single day on a variety of different games. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have everybody stay safe. And I'll see you guys next time.